Hi everybody, Keith Best here, and in this video I'm just going to show you a quick way of debugging stuff. Purely simply because we've had a person put a ticket in because they were having issues with sort of debugging something. They've looked at it for ages and ages, and they've found it they couldn't fathom it out. And the thing was, it's a very difficult thing to fathom out because it looks so normal. So all I've done, this is just a test site, and I've just sort of put their content in to show you what's happening. As you can see, this is going all haywire. It's not staying within the boxes where it should do. And there is a reason why that's happening. One thing which, like I mentioned, and they said they didn't know how to do it, so I thought I would go through that as well, is they're not sure how to do like a view source. View source is very good because you can find things out very quickly, and sometimes you can spot them a lot easier than what you can try to just read the code inside Elementor. So all to do view source, just basically right mouse click on your website and pick view source. If you do it over an image, you won't get the view source bit. Okay, so if you get that, think right, move it away, find somewhere where it's not over an image and do view source. Then you get your code. Now I know this will scare the living daylights out of some of you, but it ain't that bad, it just looks it. Okay. This code is set into two sections for your page. You've got the head section and then you've got the body section. The head section, which is this bit from here down to in the body, it's got you there, down to here, that is your head section. That is mainly for the browsers and for Google and things like that, because that's got all the stuff in what they'll look at. It's got your meta title in, it would have your meta description, your keywords. It's got these scripts in which tell it to do certain things. It's got these in which sort of tell it to pull in the style sheets, which make your site look nice, depending on what you do within the site of the style sheets. So that's what your head section does really. It's more for the browsers, it's not for human consumption. Okay. Then when you come down to your body section, which is here, it can have scripts in as well, but it tends to have these things in, which is sort of called divs, and basically they just divide things up. And you've got your form, and you've got sort of elements and things like that. Anything with this, which sort of where it's got Elementor, they will probably be fine because you'll have a start and an end. Like you say, you've got the start div there, and you will have an end div. One of these will be the end div, which matches that. Every piece of code in, or every tag, will have a start tag and an end tag. The start tag will start with the name, which will be sort of less than sign, name, and then any elements in between. And then you get the stuff after that. After the greater than sign, you'll get all your stuff what you're putting in. Then you will have your end tag, which starts with the less than, slash, name, and thing. Okay, so everything has a start, everything has an end, and that's where sometimes, if we're writing the code, we can miss things off, and then that totally messes everything up. Because the computer, even though we like to think that computers are super intelligent, they're not. Okay, they can only follow instructions step by step by step. So it reads that, reads that, reads that, reads that, reads that. Then it says, oh, I've come to the end of that div. Oh, that div matches that div, so that's okay. Oh, that div matches that one, that matches that one, that matches that one. So I'm in the end of that. And that's all a computer does. It has to be done step by step by step. So how do we find this bug then? Well, first thing I did was look in here, and I looked. I saw it's got the 8217 instead of the single quote, but that's nothing strange. But there was obviously something strange about it, so I was like, okay, what can be the problem? So, but let's scroll in a bit here. Just so I'm sure. So, oh, where's it gone? Just so you understand a bit more about code and stuff. Each one of these characters in this sentence here has a what's called an ASCII code. And basically, it's a case of the ASCII code for N is unique, and the ASCII code for O is unique. And basically, it's the computer then knows that when it reads this code, that it will display an N. When it reads this code, it displays an O, T, whatever. When it reads that code, it displays the single quote. However, when you have things like sort of Microsoft Office and things like that, they put other stuff in which we as humans can't see, but the actual browsers and stuff can pick up, and they have like little codes in which you can't see. Because if we look here and we go into this, as you can see, that looks fine. We go into the text and it looks fine. There's no issues with it, anything like that. And if I scroll in even further, and if I put in, like here, if I go and put in a quote, it looks the same. Okay? So to the naked eye, everything looks the same. Now, what I did, first thing I did was put this text into a check syntax and come out, text is fine. I'm like, okay, let's keep that into Touchsome. So then I looked at it myself and was like, okay, there's nothing in there that's like remotely strange. So I thought, okay, which part of this text, because there's quite a bit of this text, oh, I can't scroll down. Right. Come on, scroll down. There's quite a bit of this text. I'm like, well, which part of this text is wrong? There's obviously something wrong in this text box. So all I did, hit a plus, put a text editor in, and thought, right, I'll go through bit by bit. So I went back into there, over here, and thought, right, let's have a look. So let's take it down to that. So I took that first sentence, did a copy, and pasted it in. And it went straight along to the end like that. And I'm like, okay, then it's this bit that's wrong. So let's have a look and see what's wrong. So I started, it's got a full stop on. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. I'm thinking, like, what is wrong with this? I thought, okay, then let's have a look at that. Take the single quote out, and it comes back to normal. Put a single quote in, and it's fine. And that's because this is being copied across from Microsoft or somewhere like that and dropped in. And it hasn't cleaned out all of the actual crap that's in there. But as soon as I did that, that worked. So if you go down to here, and now I'll take that one out, that bit worked. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, going solar. Take that bit out. I mean, that one's not so bad, but it could be causing something, so I'll take that bit out. So then we've got a problem here. Now, is that problem due to the hyphen, or is it due to the dots? That's it, I did the going solid there, yeah. So you can't really tell for that one, so that cleaner one, so let's have a look. The only thing that can be there is the actual hyphen. Oh, look at that, it goes normal. It seems to have took a lot of the word out there. Do Control Z. So do cleaner and do that, and it's gone normal. If you want to do like dots and stuff like that, because again that dot's probably going to cause some issues. Easiest way, you can do it by text. Go into text. Again, this is just like sort of learning a bit of code, which won't harm you. And just basically go in. I'll zoom in a bit. I don't know, Mike keeps saying you can't see. So this mic's getting old. So you go in. Do UL, which is unordered list. Yeah, and then do LI. And much better for the natural environment. And remember, oops, you've got to have an end tag. And then put your end tag on. Do that. And that's the end of that one. Doesn't really matter because we're not doing that. You see how that's keep moving down? Why does that keep moving down then? What's that? So that would be like sort of that one. And then take that one out. And that's just basically how you do it. And what you do is you just get them like that. And then do update. Like I say, there's still some of them like replace, change. There's that bit out. Replace, change, reduce, decrease your power bill costs. Right, so reduce, decrease your power bill costs. I'm not the curly bracket there. So there's something in this line here, and it's probably that there. Nope. So there's still something in this line which is causing it to not be right. Nope. There we go. That'll be it there. Yep. That's another thing which I've just spotted here. Sometimes when you will do straight from Spin Rewriter, and you maybe copy a bit of code out and copy back in, it can also put like sort of weird stuff in, and that's when you get them spaces. This one still hasn't got it. Increase electricity power cost, expenses over the next. Oh, I bet it's that. Okay, so this is now starting to bug me. There's something not right. Right, replace, change your expensive, costly pricing for time stable. Resources also even more stable. Could be that bit. Nope. Right, okay. So there's something definitely wrong with that set there. So let's just pull it out so you can see it. And let's just delete that and put it in there. So it still does it in there, okay. So there's got to be something. There you go. It's that space. There's something in that space which had an error. So we just solved that one. So now copy that, go back down. Where are we at? Go back into text mode. It was here. Get that back across there where it wants to be. This went down to here. We do that. Delete that and save that. And there we go. Got that one done. So then we do get rid of that. That should come up there. But this one's still got a problem in. So again, quickly run along. First thing, let's have a look at these. Not bad. Let's change that. Obviously something wrong there, the way that's on a different line. Yeah, there's something wrong in there because that's forcing onto a different line when it shouldn't be. It's not that space. Let's do what we did with the other one. It's not that, there's something in the space somewhere. Would have to be a big paragraph, wouldn't it? looks like I've got it. Okay, so that's that one done. And then of course we just come down and do these other ones so that and, I've got an extra list there for some reason. Okay, so and that's because we stopped before. So LI. Again, we got all of this governs. So, like I say, you're better off making sure that when you actually copy anything across, you don't copy anything from WordPress or anything like that into the visual. Always copy it into the text side. But first off, before you do that, copy it into a text editor so that it takes most of the crap out. Because otherwise you end up doing this. And it makes it very difficult to spot things. Once I got all of that done, basically, where's that gone? That one's done. And then you do that one, and again, we've got all this crap. There we go. It's sorted. Then we do /li, and then because that's the end of it, we need to put a /ul, and then update. That should now come out looking hunky-dory. There you go. That's how to debug it. Hope that was useful, guys. Catch you on the next video. Bye.